It became a beacon of resistance in the Mediterranean and was one of the most bombed places on Earth. Malta sits right in the middle of the sea lanes between Gibraltar and the Suez Canal. It's been targeted and colonised by successive empires, including the Normans, the Arabs and the British. But it was during the Roman occupation that a very famous event took place. The Bible pinpoints this as the location where the Apostle Paul came ashore after a shipwreck out at sea. Probably the reason why it's got its very own St. Paul's Cathedral, as well as 300 other churches on this tiny island. This is the story of a wartime rescue of almost biblical proportions. During World War II, Malta was a highly strategic place to both sides. For the British, they could use this as the place where they halted Rommel's tanks at the very gates of Egypt. But if it fell into enemy hands, control of the entire region would be secured. It became a beacon of resistance in the Mediterranean and was one of the most bombed places on Earth. Its brave garrison withstood 2 years of constant bombardment from both the sea and the sky, and its population faced near starvation, as well as chronic shortages of medicines and essential supplies. By the summer of 1942, the island was on the brink of collapse, and in response to the growing crisis, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill stood up in Parliament and said this: "Malta must be relieved, whatever the cost." And so it was on Sunday the 9th of August that 14 merchant vessels, together with an armada of Royal Navy warships, entered the heavily defended Mediterranean Sea via the Gibraltar Strait. It would be one of the most treacherous missions of World War II. Follow the link to watch the full story.